Hi guys, today I'm going to be giving you a review on the Moshi Monsters magazines. So these are my own personal opinions because, as you may be aware, I make opening videos of all of my magazines that I get. But I just haven't really made a video on my opinions, and I haven't really mentioned my opinions about them. And from now on, possibly throughout this week, I'm going to be giving you reviews on different Moshi Monsters items as well, because I have noticed that reviews are really helpful as well, because when I watch people's videos I look out for people's opinions as well, because it just helps to, support why you want to buy something and if you're interested in it and things like that. So I haven't got school for a week because it's half term, so I'm going to be able to make quite a lot of videos this week. And I'm going to be doing reviews on the Moshling figures and other Moshi Monsters merchandise. So today I'm going to be giving you a review on the Moshi Monsters magazines. And as you can see here, I've got issue 1, 2, and then 28 and 29. These are the ones that, well, issue number 1 was the very first one that came out. And issue number 29 is the most recent magazine. And between issue 1 and issue 29, I'm going to be giving you little comparisons between them and how much they have changed, and if there's any other things that I'd like to say as well. Overall, I think the Moshi Monsters magazines are really, really good, and they're really interesting and can be funny at times as well. And I love the fact that you get given free gifts as well, and they're not really cheapy free gifts. Like, if you buy a magazine, normally you get the really cheap gifts, but with the Moshi Monsters magazines you get decent gifts. And in other words, you get what you pay for your money. In other words, you get what, for example, they're $2.99, you're getting what you get for your money, so I think it's really good. And you get things for your monsters room as well, so then it makes your monsters room look so much better, because you can get things which are only available with the magazines and you can't get them anywhere else. I do think these are really good overall, as I've just said, and I recommend them to anyone who is a Moshi Monsters fan. And they contain stories, updates on Moshi Monsters, fact files, the Daily Grail pages, and loads more. So this is going to be a comparison between issue 1 and issue 29, which is the latest issue, and as these magazines are so good, I have continued to buy them ever since issue 1 until now. So as I said, I do highly recommend these. These are brilliant magazines, and apparently they've been voted UK's #1 kids magazine, so I think that's really good as well. So the comparisons between these two, on the front, this is when they're in their little packets. There's not really that much of a difference, apart from now the Moshi Monsters logo is more into the middle, and then they haven't really changed that much. Now the front covers have changed quite a bit, as you can see if I just move them out of the way. And also issue 1 came out, it says it there, issue 1 came out on the 17th of February to the 16th of March 2011, I think it was. So as I was about to say, the front covers have changed a bit, because on issue 1 it's advertising that it's been as seen on TV, and they were new, and it advertises that it's got amazing free gifts in it, and the Moshi Monsters website is there. Whereas if you go to the newest one, which is issue 29, it doesn't really have anything saying it's been advertised on TV, and the website address isn't on there. And then also to compare these code cards, this is the one from issue 1, and it says customise your home with two free gifts, sorry. And this is kind of more like a booklet thing, and I have used the code, so I promise you they're not going to work. So of course it gives you the codes for the gifts and stuff, and on the back it just says redeem your exclusive special gifts included free with the Moshi Monsters magazine. So these have changed a bit, because if you look at these now, this is the most recent one. This is kind of like an actual card thing, and I have used the codes as I've said, so they will not work, and of course it includes the code for the items. Also, as you can see the difference from issue 1 and issue 29, issue 1 is so much bigger, and then ever since issue 8 they started making these smaller. I'm not too sure why, maybe to just save money on the paper, I don't really know. But anyway, I do prefer them when they were bigger like this, as they kind of looked more like a magazine, whereas obviously they do still look like a magazine, but this size is the actual size of a magazine, so I prefer it like that rather than this. It's really hard to fit this in, as my floor space is quite small, but these pages are near enough similar. It tells you about the gifts and stuff that you can get. Now, I don't know if you can see this very well, but the Daily Grail pages have changed slightly, but they are still very similar to each other. As the Daily Grail page on issue 1 is the older version, especially the title, and they both include your letters, so where you can ask for things and that lot, and they include loads of updates and things like that. I don't really know which one I prefer. I probably prefer this one as it has more colour on it and a lot more information, although this has a lot of information as well but less colour, so maybe the newer versions I prefer this one of. In issue 1 they had this page on the horoscopes, and they don't do this anymore. I'm not really sure why, but every month, I can't remember what issue it's up to, but every month they used to include like this horoscopes thing, basically about your birthdays and your months and that. Also, in issue 1, they don't do this anymore either, but it was the Rorker's Guide to Monstro City, so what Monstro City was like way before I even started. I think it was as soon as Moshi Monsters came out. I'm not really that sure when, but they don't do this anymore, which is quite disappointing, as I used to love reading these, and then now suddenly they've stopped doing it. Then also in the Moshi Monsters magazines, on every single issue they've included a fact file, but for some reason I don't think they have on issue 29. I've been trying to flick through the pages, but I don't think they've got one on issue 29, which is a real shame, but I'm sorry if I've got that wrong, please don't comment below. It's just I have been flicking through, but I'm also trying to hurry up to make this video, and I actually really enjoy the fact files as it gives you about them. Also, another thing which I enjoyed reading was the secrets to Moshi Monsters, but for some reason now they've stopped that as well. They stopped with issue 3 or 4, can't really remember very much, but they stopped doing that, and I'm not really too sure why, which is a real shame, as it told you a few things about Moshi Monsters, and it did really help. So I'm kind of wishing they brought that back into the magazine. So yeah, there are a lot more comparisons. It's just this video's going on for quite a while now, and I thought I better make it stop. So this was just a video on my opinion, so in other words a review video, about the Moshi Monsters magazines and how much they have changed over the years, so from 2011 right until now. So I do really enjoy reading the Moshi Monsters magazines, and I hope they continue making these for as long as possible. And yeah, the last thing I'd like to say is that the price, it is quite expensive, £2.99 for a magazine, but I suppose it's okay because you're only paying it for one time per month, so I think that's alright, and you do get decent gifts included as well. So thanks for watching, don't forget to comment, subscribe, thumbs up, and please rate me on Moshi, I'm Crazy Kazar. Bye!